Joining us now is the chairman of the Republican Party, Reince Priebus, who is at the party headquarters here in Washington this morning. Mr. Chairman, I want to ask you, Donald Trump says he's going to wait to see how the Republican Party treats him. How do things look from your end? I mean, how's he treating the party? He was quoted this week as saying, "I'm not sure which is worse, dealing with the party people or dealing with the press." That's a low blow being compared to us.
Right. It sure is, John. Look, he's being treated fairly, and look, I think some of this is posturing. I've been talking about this particular issue, I think, for about 9 months now. If candidates make commitments to the values and the principles of our party, we expect them to keep it. If they don't, then all they need to do is just tell us. And look, I think if candidates don't want to be loyal to the party that they seek the nomination from, I think they make it more difficult for themselves, because it's actually the party and our voters that are voting in our party primaries that choose the nominee. So it only makes sense to be true to the values and principles of our party if you want to be the nominee of our party.
Part of this agreement that he's made is not just, it's almost a contract with the party to get information from the party about supporters and kind of thing. If he said he didn't want to support the Republican Party anymore, would you cut off whatever the party gives to him as a candidate?
Well, if any candidate actually declared that they don't want to support the party, of course we would. But that's not what's happened here. I mean, this is a hypothetical, and it's also something that is more of an answer of we'll wait and see. I mean, even in regard to the other candidates' comments, no one's broken any pledge. No one's broken their commitment to our party. But at this point, it's a bunch of talk, and we'll wait and see.
You had a meeting with Donald Trump this week. Do you think he's familiar with the whole delegate process, the various stages, as familiar as he should be with it?
Well, I don't think the candidates themselves have to know every little detail about how selection of delegates occurs and what the percentages are in each of these states, but the team needs to know that information, and they need to obviously work within the confines of the rules that are laid out. It's just like any, when I was playing a board game with the kids last night, and we have all done it. The first thing you do is open the box and take out the rules and read them and try to figure out how to play the game. Obviously, rules matter, and we adhere to rules and principles in our party, unlike the Democrats, and we respect the rules. And so we're going to respect the rules of our party.
Donald Trump says in Louisiana he thinks that they have not followed the rules. Do you see any evidence there that that's the case?
I don't, but I don't know every detail of what happened in Louisiana, but what I do know is that Donald Trump and Ted Cruz are receiving the exact amount of delegates that they were awarded based on the outcome of Louisiana. Those delegates are bound to the candidates, so they have to vote for the candidate. Now, the chase is on for unbound delegates, and so when Marco Rubio dropped out, he had unbound delegates in Louisiana. That's when those campaigns have to get into those states and make the case to the state party and all those particular people running for those slots. And from what I understand, that's where the argument is.
All right, we're going to have to take a quick commercial break, Mr. Chairman.